Hi, I'm Miss Mary from the Hilton branch. I'd like to read 2 stories to you today. But first, we're going to turn and pretend that it's morning time and say good morning to our friends. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Let's try that one more time. Ready? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Next, we're going to practice days of the week, and we have a little rhyme. It goes like this. Mondays I wiggle. You wiggle your fingers, wiggle your head. Tuesdays I giggle. Wednesdays I jump, jump. Thursdays I slump. Oh, I'm so tired. Fridays I dance. Saturdays I prance, Sundays I run, and then the week is done. Let's try that one more time. Ready? Mondays I wiggle, Tuesdays I giggle, Wednesdays I jump, Thursdays I slump, Fridays I dance, Saturdays I prance, Sundays I run, and then the week is done. So you can settle down. Our first story that I'm going to read to you is called Goodnight Wind by Linda Marshall. Winter wind worked hard all season long, blowing away leaves, prepping trees for coats of snow and ice. Wind blasted snow across fields and roads, sculpting drifts for children to play in. Whoosh! Now wintertime was almost over. The wind shuffled into town, searching for a place to rest. With long, cold fingers, wind tapped at windows of cozy homes. But inside, the people only shivered and drew their blankets closer. So winter wind nestled into a chimney until warm spring breezes chased it away. Winter wind huffed off to a field, settled under a tree, and tried to sleep. Youch, grumbled the tree. Something icy is freezing my roots. Don't be angry, tree. It's me, wind. Remember when I blew away your leaves, getting you ready for winter? I'm old now, tired, and in need of a place to rest. I too am tired, the tree replied. It's been a long, cold season, and if I don't take care of my roots, I may not live through spring. I cannot help you, wind. Down the road is a big rock. Perhaps you can rest there. Winter wind drifted toward the big rock, laid down and rested. Yikes! Shrieked the rock. Who's lying on me? Just me, Winter Wind replied. An old wandering wind searching for a place to rest. What? Exclaimed the rock. You can't just throw yourself on someone like that. You need to ask permission first. I'm old and dry, ready to crack, and you come along and plop yourself on me? Off with you. Winter Wind pushed off, trudging along the road. At last, a country inn appeared. Wind blew open the door and whoosh, stepped inside. Out, shouted the innkeeper. She slammed the door shut. Poor Wind. Angry, Winter Wind huffed off out across the field, crying like a child, howling like a dog, wailing like a cat. With sleeves rolled and feet stomping, Wind whipped up a whistling, screeching blizzard. Take that, shrieked Wind, and that, and that. Snow hurtled to the ground and gusted back to the sky, whirling in huge white sheets. Wind blasted mountains of snow onto coastal villages and island towns. Wind pounded against the windows of cabins, cottages, and mansions. Shutters closed, doors slammed. All around, darkness fell, but not a soul could sleep. In a small mountain cabin, a frightened little boy cried and cried. His sister wrapped herself in a blanket, took a deep breath, and threw open the door. Wind, she called, you're scaring my little brother. Stop pounding on our windows. Winter Wind heard, felt sorry for the girl and her brother, and stopped pounding on the windows. Instead, Wind howled into the chimney. The little boy cried louder. His sister ran to the fireplace, peered into the chimney, and shouted, "Stop!" But Winter Wind blew snow in her face. Wind is acting like a tired, angry child, the girl told her brother. The little boy wiped his eyes and asked, maybe Wind needs a nap. His sister smiled. Good idea, she said. I know just the place. They put on coats and went outside. Come, Wind, the girl said. We know where you can rest. Hearing this, Winter Wind grew quieter. The snow stopped falling. The children led Wind to a cave. Inside, the little girl piled leaves to make a bed. Leaves are nice for sleeping on, she said. And for jumping in, the little boy added. Thank you for blowing them from the trees. And for making snowdrifts, said his sister. Winter Wind smiled, and like a tired baby, curled up to sleep. Good night, Wind, said the girl. Sleep tight, said her brother. Spring passed, summer arrived. The days grew long. When it was too hot to play outside, the girl and her brother visited the cool cave to check on their friend. Shh, quiet, they whispered. Don't wake the wind. Fall returned. Winter Wind awoke. Feeling fresh and young again, Wind blew away leaves, preparing trees for nice ice and snow. And when winter came, Wind blasted snow across fields and roads, sculpting drifts for children to play in. Whoosh! The end. So next we're going to do our little open shut thumb where we play with our hands a little bit. It goes like this. Open, shut thumb, open, shut thumb. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep thumb, crawl thumb, creep thumb, crawl thumb. Right up to your chin. Open wide your little mouth. Ah, but do not put them in. One more time, let's play with our fingers. Open, shut thumb, open, shut thumb. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep thumb, crawl thumb, creep thumb, crawl thumb. Right up to your chin. Open wide your little mouth. Ah, but do not put them in. The next book I would like to read to you is called The Little Red Cat Who Ran Away and Learned His ABCs the Hard Way by Patrick McDonald. Here's our little red cat. A for alligator. Alligator. B for bear. C for chicken. D for dragon. E for egg. F for fire. G for glasses. H for home. I for ice. J for jungle. K for king. L for lost. M for mountains. N for no. P for parachutes. Q for questions. R for restroom. S for sunset. T for tired. U for unicorn. V for Valentine. W for wave. X for X marks the spot on a map. Y for yawn. Z for zzz. The end. So that's all I have for you today. So we're going to pretend that we're saying goodbye to each other now. Goodbye, goodbye to all my friends. I was glad to see my friends at story time today. Let me do it one more time. Goodbye, goodbye to all my friends. I was glad to see my friends at story time today. Bye-bye.